Hey everybody, welcome to the all-new Weekend Filler. Weekend Filler is the show that's exactly like it sounds. It's content we use on the weekend about people just like you. We like to say we're putting the you back in UHF. First up, we're going to Rittenhouse Square and we're going to find out from some break dancers what their day job is.
This is our day job. This is what we do day in and day out. This is how we get paid. This is how we live. So we're just looking to elevate even more through the years.
As you can see on our shirts, it says Inspired Business United. Our own dance company. It's something we wanted to do because we wanted to own our own business, you know, and what we like and what we love to do. So, you know, we have other employers in the field of dance, but we decided to start our own entity so we could have something to call our own. We started when we was 12.
We took it serious when we turned 19. So then that's when we decided to, you know, say, hey, you know what, we're gonna make this into a career since we're very passionate about it. So still to this day, we're still getting better. We're still training for it. We're still being healthy for this as well because, you know, you gotta put the right things in your body to be able to move, you know, or feel light as a feather.
It's over 1 million people in the world that break dance, and for you to try to find your own unique style within this dance, that's hard, you know, and that's why breakdancing is so interesting.
My day job would be a lot of things. I'm a full-time student at Moore College of Art and Design. It's the only all-women's art school in the U.S. And I work at Hip City Veg, which is a vegan restaurant in Rittenhouse Square, and I'm a nanny for a family in Philadelphia, a great 10-year-old. And then I do this on the side, so I do like commission freelance design work or whatever design work I can really get. It's always like a mix of things. So right now I'm doing some freelance work for restaurants in the area of Rittenhouse and like all over Philadelphia. I do some like chalkboard signage for dinners and brunch and lunch and whatever really new thing people are trying to advertise to customers walking on the streets. I guess as a long-term goal, I'd like to just be like a functioning fine artist, sufficient, you know, like sustaining myself and my career with shows, and I'd really like to teach, and I think that there's a lot of like really cool things happening in education right now, so especially within higher ed. In the art schools, so I think that would be really something that I'd like to tap into.
Independent wrestling is all the pain for half the fame. It's crazy stuff, and we went to Blackwood, New Jersey to find out why people do this.
What really inspires anybody to be a professional wrestler? Most people grow up watching it as a kid and kind of fall in love with the magic of it.
First time I ever watched wrestling was with my cousins. You know, back in 1994, I watched a Raw with them, and Shawn Michaels came up on the screen and instantly just took my breath away.
I think what really caught me was The Rock and Triple H in a cage match. And it got me hooked onto it, so it was like I was emotionally attached to it, and I was like, you know what? I need to become a wrestler.
So elbow, boot, okay? Watch. We're gonna demonstrate it slow first. Yes! Follow me. When I was about 5 years old, my grandfather used to sit me on his lap and explain who all the wrestlers were and who the good guys were, who the bad guys were, and why I should root for the good guys, and it was the only time that I ever saw him get really like fired up.
I loved wrestling. I loved athletics. My father, you know, he knew cars. I couldn't tell you how to change the oil in a car. But my dad knew everything about car. I knew everything about sports. And then when I found wrestling, it was like the one thing that I think we really bonded on. It was something that we just loved.
As a kid when I was growing up, I loved to be entertaining anybody. I used to be front and center of any video camera that was filming at the time. I used to do magic tricks for my family. I used to try to entertain my brother's friends. So me personally, I just like to have an audience. And it's kind of a rush that you can't really explain. Yes.
Next up, we're literally going behind bars to meet some canines and convicts who are getting a new leash on life.
We rescue dogs from kill shelters and we bring them into the prison and we pair them with inmates so that the inmates can train the dogs to give them a better chance at adoptions.
We were picked out of 700 women from Riverside Correctional Facility. Only 8 of us were picked. So I took it's a new opportunity, a new chance. So I'm down for it.
What it means for the prison is an opportunity for them to, 1, get in touch with the compassion within them while they're working with the dogs, and 2, when they're released, an opportunity to get gainful employment once they're released with the skills that they learn.
It means a lot. It means that society has not forgot about me. It's giving me a second chance on life. It's a great opportunity for me. My dog is a little afraid, so it's exciting because I'm afraid too. So we both can share that and getting over it together.
They don't see the inmates as inmates, they see them as people who's going to provide love and care for them.
Good girl, yeah.
They're going to learn positive reinforcement training with dogs. They're also going to learn some medical through our vet tech that's going to come in and work with them about shelter medicine and how to care for your dog, grooming. And they're also going to learn 6 weeks of life skills to make better decisions in life and also job readiness.
They feel loved. They feel loved. I don't know how, most of them were abused in their life, and now it's a great opportunity to show them love. And they feel it already. They're happy.
It's weird.
Next up, it's Weekend Wayback. Weekend Wayback is when we go into the archives and pull out a gem from yesteryear. This week, it's a band called the Hooters on a little thing we called Dancin on Air.
1985. This is off their
I know what this show is. It's very old, like maybe 80-ish.
Live from Philadelphia, we're dancing on air.
Kill people dancing. Yeah. It's weird. I don't really like it. I don't understand this. Their moves. Those are some sick moves. I don't really know what they're doing. I do not like the dance moves.
I could probably see definitely my mom liking the show.
I see my mom liking the show.
Disliking the show, probably me. I don't think I'd be a fan of this one.
I don't really like it right now. It was cool, but then some parts were, but some parts weren't. And though when the outfits are odd, the makeup is not what girls wear today.
Blouse, or some are wearing somewhat of a romper dress thing. Like that one in the blue.
It's a little like poofy. Their hair is like poofy and like a little strange.
I think it's very out there. Like, it's kind of like, whoa, okay.
I think their clothes look good. Boys had like more hair back then. Kind of like their dance moves, but I don't like the music.
Hip hop. Yeah. Hip hop.
Their dancing is a little bad, and some of their hairstyles are so weird.
And these kids are like, I guess graduating high school, so 18, 19.
30s, mid-30s?
20s, 30s.
Or some might be 30 or 35 or 34 or 33. 25? 30 years old, I think. At least.
I do not believe that this was the #1 rated show in the 80s.
I would change the clothes and hairstyle and change music. Teenagers?
Teenager.
Their parents allowed them to go out and like teenagers.
Root beer or birch beer?
Root beer.
Hoagies or cheesesteaks?
Hoagies.
Rap or hip hop?
Rap.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Burgers or pizza?
Burgers.
Salmon or trout?
Neither.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Pats or Geno's?
Pats.
We call this next segment Show Us Your Stuff. The idea is over the weeks and months, you're going to send us your most outrageous collections of things you have in your house, crawl space, attic, in-house, outhouse, etc. First up, baseball cards. Take it away, Doug.
I collect all kinds of baseball memorabilia, but primarily focused on baseball cards and also autographs, baseball autographs. I started collecting baseball cards when I was in first grade in Mineola up on Long Island. So I've been collecting on and off since 1966, about 50 years now. My collection probably totals somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 baseball cards. I have them stored individually. I have some in albums and I have others in boxes. This particular card here is a 1966 Whitey Ford card, and I've had this ever since I was in first grade. I used to put this card in my pocket so I wouldn't lose it, and I've held on to this card for the last 50 years. My second favorite card is this 1968 Mickey Mantle card. 1968, a pack of baseball cards and a stick of gum cost about 10 cents, and there was no bigger thrill than opening up a pack of baseball cards and finding this Mickey Mantle card on the inside of that pack. But I've collected cards from all teams. My initial focus was on the Yankees and Mets. I was a Yankee and Mets fan growing up. When I moved to this area in 1983, I've been following the Philadelphia Phillies since the first game I went to in June of 1983, so I do have a good collection of all teams. A couple of Phillies cards that I have is 1957 Richie Ashburn and Robin Roberts, and also have a Steve Carlton and Mike Schmidt cards. This is a 2016 Topps Heritage card. It's a Phillies rookies, and this card is in the 1967 design, but I just picked up a few of these cards a couple of days ago, so this is my most recent addition. I've also collected autographs, primarily 8x10 photos, but other autographs on baseballs. The first autograph was handed down to me by my mom and my grandmother, and that's this Babe Ruth autograph. This was signed at a movie theater in New York City. I would estimate when my mom was young, in the late 1930s. And this is something that's been passed down in the family, and I expect to pass this down. I've probably got roughly about 25 to 30 autographed 8x10 photos, and I also have a number of autographed baseballs and autographed cards as well. You know, there's usually a line of people getting autographs, but I always tried to exchange a few words with them because it was a privilege to get to meet these guys in person.
Elvis may have died in 1977, but the king lives on in Elvises of all shapes, sizes, and ability in a thing we call Elvis Fest.
Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Consodders for our second annual Ultimate Elvis Contest. We have 21 great Elvis guys from all over the country.
This is an exact replica of the one that Elvis had. It's called the TCB ring, and TCB stands for taking care of business in a flash, and that's what the lightning bolts are.
I grew up in an Elvis-type family, and I've been a musician for 30 years or so, and started doing Elvis probably about 10 years ago.
I heard a friend of mine, I heard his father playing an Elvis record, and when I heard the sound, I kind of wasn't sure who it was, and when I asked him, he said, you know, you don't know who the king of rock and roll is? That's Elvis Presley. So he gave me a speech, and I liked it so much that I went out as a 16 or 17-year-old kid and bought the Greatest Hits album and wound up really becoming a huge fan.
I thought it would be a great time to just come down here with all these fellow Elvis lovers that I know and perform homage to the man that I've always thought was one of the most dynamic performers and my favorite entertainer.
And I started doing it because of charity work. Actually, started doing it for fundraisers, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
I was 6 years old, and I first heard him sing on a record. And by the time I was 9 years old, I needed someone to grow up to be like, so I picked him as my dad image. I never had a dad to raise us, when we were children, so he was my dad image.
You come back every year for the fans.
The fans are the biggest reason I come back, is because Elvis fans are the greatest fans in the world.
They're the best Elvis imitators in the world. It's a good show. If they continue, you ought to come. And I truly am the biggest Elvis fan. I weigh about 350. There ain't too many people bigger than me.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Like this, out here, just like this, we come here.
For over 85 years, 20,000 performances, the Harlem Globetrotters have entertained audiences all across the country. We caught up with current forward Hawk Thomas when the Globies came to Philly.
We're at the Leash Center, home of the Temple Owls. We are at the center of the court with Hawk Thomas, number 41 forward for the Harlem Globetrotters.
Boom, outside. There we go, there we go, there we go. Outside, there we go. Good job. Outside, you ready? You ready? We've been around for 90 consecutive years, and it's very important for us to continue spreading that brand. With that being said, we played in 122 countries and territories and over 6 continents. So for me to be a Harlem Globetrotter and play behind guys like Meadowlark Lemon, Curly Mill, Marcus Haynes, it truly means a lot. Shot again, here we go. Let's see if we can get it, Jen. I don't know. Growing up, I've always wanted to travel the world and have the opportunity to tell my kids everywhere I've played and everywhere I've been, so I enjoy that. I actually had a lady come up to me about 2 years ago, and she had just recently had a son pass away, and she told me, you know, this was so inspirational to me and my other son. It means so a lot for us to just have the ability to forget about what just happened. And she broke down in tears, and it made me break down in tears because you never know how inspirational just bouncing a ball or showing people a few tricks or giving out some headbands and some wristbands can do to someone. Okay, you ready? Here's some Harlem Globetrotter tricks. So first we go between our legs, not our back, just like that. We go like this, pop here, just like this. We come here, boom. 44 inches. Bye.
Yes, that was that cat, all right.
So that's our show. Thanks for letting us fill a little of your weekend. Remember, you can catch all these spots on PHL17.com. Until next week, I'm Tony Romeo, and I'll see you on the internet.